Hi, Adeep, Daphne here. How are you? Hope all is well with you. Amazing you have done this in 60 minutes. That's really impressive. But I still think we need to be a little bit careful on the length. I know there is no official word count, okay? But you're almost 200 words over what is the minimum. And the only thing I'm worried about is that should you be able to express yourself in a more concise way? This is quite a skill, and should you be showing this? So let's go through, and I might have a look at what I might cut, okay? I kind of think you're safer on 380 words. I kind of think you should be able to do it in that length as well. So these days, problems with pollution are becoming worse, especially in large cities. What are the reasons and how can this be solved? Okay. So environmental experts globally have been debating about the major problems associated with different kinds of pollution, especially in metropolises. Okay, so we don't debate about, we're just debating. Okay, now metropolis is, metropolitan is the people, so metropolises is the place. Although common reasons relate to a rise in pollution could be like employment and basic facilities in villages, personally I believe that by adopting some simple measures such as providing numerous job opportunities and basic amenities, pollution issues might be resolved. Okay, this is very interesting. I want to know where you're going on jobs. Okay, although common reasons related to, I would go this rise in pollution because you're referring specifically to the rise in cities. Could be lack of employment and basic facilities in villages. Okay, you're going to need to connect villages to this. Okay, I'll wait for that. Personally, I believe that you need to comma here. By adopting some simple measures, yep, pollution issues might be resolved. Okay, fantastic. It's already been noted that every year thousands of villagers migrate to cities in search of you need an article. Either A, better standard of living, or better standards. Okay, so that's important there. This is due to the fact that they do not have basic amenities and well-paid jobs available in their area. Now, you've mentioned amenities 3 times, but you need to tell me what you mean, including education and healthcare. So spell it out. Don't keep repeating it. If you see yourself repeating it, this is what you should pick up when you check. So make sure you have time to edit your essay at the end. So because you said it 3 times, I'm thinking, come on, including education, yeah, and well-paying jobs. You want the adverb there, well, and then well-paying jobs, or ideally well-paid, actually, jobs available in that area. Hence, no other option left to them but to move to big cities where they can live a better life. Okay, you don't need to repeat that. You can, but you don't need to. Coherence. This in turn puts enormous pressure on the limited natural resources in mega cities. Good. Such as, I don't think you need that. Availability of fresh air, fresh water, and required land and space for everyone to accommodate. Now, to be accommodated is passive. To be accommodated. So you're implying that they're not accommodating themselves, they are accommodated by somebody else. So passive there. Okay, you're repeating fresh and fresh. Can you avoid that maybe? As a result, due to the lack of available resources, the amount of pollution and problems relating to it are rising day by day. Such as a shortage of pure water. Now, I'm being really picky today, so that means I'm going to pick up all these little mistakes. 1, 2, 3 of articles. So no more, because that will lose you a point. Remember, when they mark these essays, you don't get 6.5, you get 7s or 6s. And that's why people find the 7s so hard, because you don't want to be getting 6s on your score. You want the majority 7s, obviously. For instance, recent research demonstrated that the groundwater level in Delhi has dropped by 20% in recent years due to, really interesting, migration of, you don't need to repeat in Delhi, but you could, instead of this one, you could use the word influx, which I'm sure you know, which would be perfect here. However, although the migration of country people, because then you've got migration again, of country people benefiting society as they generate income and pay taxes to government, you need a verb. When you use although, check out how to use although. Okay? So, although this is, so what has happened here is that this is your subject. Grammatically, all this is your subject. So now you need a verb. So, although the migration, okay, has been a good thing or has been beneficial. So this is, although this is the subject, and then this is the verb, has been beneficial. So maybe if I put it in colours like that, you'll see what happens. I think I mentioned that before on those sentences. Make sure you really fully understand that. So although subject, verb, the negative impact that this migration brings on the environment, okay, that cannot be overstated. The problem of increasing pollution issues associated with this could be resolved if local authorities provided. Now here, I go into the past tense because you're doing a conditional. If they did this, this would happen. Provided some kind of job opportunities to country people that... So some kind of, change this, urban job opportunities to country people, and then cut that. You might even say what that might be. In addition, by providing basic facilities. Oh, now, okay, good. So take out that, because we've had that a lot, but put more or better. Hospitals, schools and entertainment centres and suburbs, the incredibly increasing, that doesn't work, incredibly increasing. Okay, so you might put this issue might be mitigated, or this crisis even might be mitigated. Okay, this is because not only would it stop migration, but I don't think you need that sentence. You've already made the point, so careful. When you write a long essay, the danger is that you make the point then again and again and again, and it's repetitive. You don't need to exemplify. A study by Delhi showed that when the government of Gujarat provided better job offers, you're comparing better job offers to the people of local villages, many of them, or just many, you don't need to repeat villages, many did not move to cities. Good, okay, really nice. Oh, so you don't want that word. I understand. Sorry. Same kind of job opportunities. No, you do. Same kind of city job opportunities to those remaining. I think you need to make the point. Remaining in the country. So the people who choose to remain. I think that is clear. Okay, I understand. Many villages did not move. Good example, good to get at in the past tense. To conclude, I firmly believe that although a lack of different basic needs, not different, sufficient maybe, has been one of the biggest problems. The existing issue might be dealt with properly if, yeah, we've got basic facilities. Okay, just put with some improvement. Okay, okay, I've been really detailed in here, but I think you have, because you've written so much, I think it's not helping you. I think you need to cut this back, and I think you need to be really careful, because I'm getting 7 in some things. Okay, so I think in terms of answering the question, lots of development, lovely examples, that sort of thing is great. Vocabulary is lovely, but for me the coherence, you're losing that coherence in this paragraph because it's getting a bit repetitive. You're losing marks on grammar because you've made some errors which maybe you haven't quite checked enough. So those are 2 areas where I would be careful on. Just really cautious at the moment on results, because I know just this big gap between 6 and 7, and it's very easy. Like I want you to be so sure, so good. So summer job, here we go. So, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, let's come down. Introduce yourself. What kind of job? Okay. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing this letter with regard to a job opportunity for the post of an executive accountant. Advertising. Yep, good. My name is, exactly. I've recently completed my 3 years bachelor's program in business management. Originally I'm from Delhi, but have been residing. Very nice, really nice, great on the grammar there. I'd like to work as a full-time accountant in your esteemed organisation for the current summer period. Since I need to start my master's. Now, I would put capital letters for this, master's and bachelor's. These are very good qualifications from the full season. I would not be able... you don't need since and so. Since I'm going to start, I will not be available to work full-time after that. Link this together, however, because this is your contrast, I am ready to work as a part-time employee once I start the course, if you are lovely. I had been working. Now, this is, I know you're trying to show, I've been working. I was working. I think you should have was actually there. Sorry. I'll tell you why. Because it's finished. If you had, I had been working there before I did this. Because you've got until, that's, so this time is finished time. Because you finished this and then you started that. So that's why that needs to be the imperfect. I was working as an intern until I completed. I have relevant accounting experience for around 3 years, which includes having knowledge of financial reporting. Yep, brilliant, brilliant. Besides this, which considered very nice. That is a fab letter. That's absolutely super. Really, really good. No problems there at all. Okay, so write a bit less and let's have fewer mistakes. I really hope that helps you. Well done.